Let's do the cool editing trick. Ready? Ta-da! There we are. Okay, so I'm pretty confident, pretty happy with that. Let's get the bed made. So what I want to do is I want to get a thicker log, not the same one that was holding down my plastic originally. I want a decent sized one, like a thigh sized around. That way, excuse me, I could use it for that same application, but it will also hold in my bedding materials. It'll kind of make like a crib. I don't really need it in the back because I have that wall from my my shelter, but I do need it in the front to keep it all in place because I can't stuff those garbage bags full of grass and expect them not to split open. I kind of have to stack the grass and then overlap them with garbage bags. But in order to do that, I need a spot for them. I need them to stay in place. This is oak, so it's not going to be that easy. The other stuff I was using was mostly cottonwood. This is dead oak season too. It has been laying on the ground for a long time, so we'll see. But even if I can just get this hook off here, then I don't care really how long it is. It can lay longer than it needs to. I'm gonna try and break it in the tree, in the forked tree. She's heavy though. Holy, she's heavy. Oh man. She heavy. She heavy. Let's go. Oh, nice. Way easier than I thought. Cool. I'll use this side as much as I can for what I need, and have the thicker side overlap, just fall over on this side, if it's doable. Okay, that's going to be a good size. I'm going to pull this down and make sure it's all going to work beforehand. Now obviously that's just a loose, put on there loose. I can tighten it up after. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough plastic to go around that log, and I do. So you can see what I mean. That log is going to be part of my bed. What do you say, buddy? I don't see anything, man. Oh, looking that way now, are we? What is it, bud? What is it? Do you know what you're doing? 'Cause I don't. So that's the placement of my log. That's where it needs to sit. All of my research and development has shown me that. Okay, that means my bed will be this wide. Oh. Plenty wide. Roll over. Cool. So what I need to do now is try to, oh man. I'm all dirty. I'm gonna go home. Now I gotta find some grass that's not too wet. I wanna go along the top as opposed to the stuff that's laying on the ground. So stuff that's kind of still standing. And I'll lay the lay that all in there and line it with, or cover it with garbage bags. That's the word. This is the kind of grass that I meant, the one that's sticking up here. So all around there's grass even from previous years that are laying on the ground, but not too many standing, and this is gonna be my bed. You know, no peasant grass for old Joe. You gotta have the good grass when you sleep on the ground. Go on, Scout. Tuck this sheath away. Okay, only like 500 more to go. This is the new Joe Robinet Bushcraft knife, coming soon, 2019. I got another pile over there that I already cut. I just gotta go get it. I think with that and this, it'll be enough for my bed. Okay. Oh, and I grabbed some fancy bergamot. I believe that's what this is anyways. Super, super fragrant, very nice smelling dried flower. Oh yeah, I did this for a couple, you can make tea out of this. I did this for a couple reasons. One, to make my sleeping quarters smell better, and two, to possibly persuade any ticks that are in there to leave. I am going to throw some smoke in there after my fire goes too, and yeah, but I'm not too worried about it. Bergamot. You can see most of this is pretty dry. I took my time and really selected the right one. So I don't want it to be higher up. Oh, there's some wet stuff there. I don't want it to be higher up in the middle, and if I just pile it all on, it will be. So I want to make sure I'm breaking some, doubling some up near my head to get more lofty feel near my, like a pillow. And so that it's not humped in the middle, like I was saying. I might need more than this. This is going to compress. See all that wet stuff there? I don't need that. This is going to compress quite a bit once I lay on it all night. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want to be on the ground after it compresses is the thing. And by we I mean I don't want to be laying on the ground. See what I mean? You can see the hump in the middle already too. Wet stuff on top. Don't want that. I am going to go get another arm load, I think. We'll lay on it first and see, but oh, it's nice in the middle. Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, comfort-wise. Oh, man. Where have you been all my life, dead grass? Yeah, another armful is needed. I'm going to put the whole thing up here. My feet are okay. I can even double some of that, can bend some of that up and fold it back under because my feet don't stretch out as far as the grass does. But up here, I know I need more. Almost done the bed. That was not bad, man. I'm pretty pleased with that too. Everything's working out pretty good today. The old dollar store challenge, eh? So like this stuff at the end. Can you see this? Are we in frame? I can kind of fold it back up. Okay. Alright, I'm pleased with that. I'll lay on there, smush everything down before I start putting my garbage bags over top of it. But if you look, I have a ton of room, man. Like I could scooch all the way down if I needed to, and Scout could literally sleep right here. That's not gonna happen. And I'm probably going to sleep right here. Oh man. I'm telling you, this is not uncomfortable. This is not uncomfortable. Trying to mash it all down. Oh yeah. Honk! I'm still here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got a little seat now. Look at that. Triple purpose log. Okay, so I've used 1, 2, 3 garbage bags, so that should have 7 left. I'm going to need 2, let's say 2 for the bed, 1 for Scout's bed, 1 for my door, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have 3 left. No. What? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 3 left. Okay, so I have twist ties. Bonus. I'm not gonna use these. Putting the plastic up for sure. Okay. Okay, I'll remember. Anyway, so 2 for the bed, and I got plenty left still. So that's a good purchase. That garbage bag. I could even literally could have done the whole shelter in garbage bags, but I would not have any kind of super shelter proponent to it. The heat would not go through the black garbage bags like it does the clear plastic. Yep. I was gonna cut these open and lay them open like I did on the back there, and only use 2. But because I have so many extra and it's really not necessary, I'm just gonna use 3. I'm just going to use 3 plastic bags and not cut them open, just leave them the way they are. So I'm only tucking them in to the beside the log, and then back here. It'll probably move, but it's okay. It's just giving me a buffer of wetness. You know, I don't want to be laying on wet stuff. Oh! I completely forgot about my blanket, my cover-up action. Okay, I might have to rethink this, guys. I have... Say that's done. Say everything there is done. I need 1 for my door. I need 1 for Scout's bed. And I have 2 left, which could be my blankets. Perfect. Look at that. It was meant to be. Everything's coming together. Okay. Everything can stay like that. And I need to make some bedding, some sheets or blankets, if you will. Pack them like almost flat. Almost just like, I don't know, 5 inches wide, maybe 4 inches wide, and then I'll be able to kind of burrow in there like a little frickin' rodent. Stay warm. I mean, the sickness has been coming on for like a week, has never been full-blown sick, and I'm over like the main part of it. It's just got a runny nose, and this voice thing is going all crazy. Sound like a prepubescent teen. Scout's out, man. He's laying on the ground, freaking full rest mode. I'm happy I saved this pile of leaves. I have to pick the sticks out of it, but that's okay. It's helping. And they're in this. I'm trying to take the dry leaves as possible from the top, but they're in this bag, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think. I think this is about as full as I want it, really. So that once it's tied up and distributed properly within the bag, it'll only be a few inches wide. Go on, buddy. Lay down, Scout. Go on. Good boy. Okay. Here, over that. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Crawl, get in there on top of my grass, and then once I get cold, plop this on my legs or my feet, and I'll have another one plop on my chest. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's actually going to work very well. It's not too heavy where it's gonna be like overbearing, but it's heavy enough where it feels like there's gonna be a lot of denseness for warmth. So I think I'll try to fill up the next garbage bag with leaves too. I don't think it's good for the straw, the dead grass is just gonna poke all through it, all out through it. All right, let's check out my peasant quarters for tonight. Go on, Scout. Watch out, big guy. So there's my bottom half. Yeah, I can feel it on me. There's no denying that. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah. It's tight quarters, but that's what you want. I don't want to have to heat up a whole big space for no reason, right? You wouldn't be using the rest of the space. I'm using all this space. It's actually, like I've been saying, a little on the long side, but yes, tight quarters, it will do. I actually feel like it's going to be quite comfortable. Maybe I need to secure these bottom garbage bags a little bit better. Okay, what I think I need to do now is close the plastic down, get it all situated the way it's going to be, and make my door, because that kind of does sound like it'll pose some problems. And then I do want to collect my firewood, because it's 3 o'clock now. I only have 2 hours before it gets dark. I've been out here all day, guys, going. So, yeah, again, no tools, so it's gonna be gathering firewood with the hands. Let's throw these in here, because they're gonna go in here tonight, more than likely. Oh, honk, honk. It's a good thing this log is nice and heavy. I'm glad I switched from that other log I was using, other branch, whatever it was. And I'm ripping this as I go, I can feel it. Okay. There's a little bit of a gap here, which I can throw more grass on top of, but it's really not much. You see there what I'm talking about? It's really not much at all. I will bury it with some more grass. Maybe it's not even necessary, but she's all tucked in pretty good there. And all along, I'm just gonna make it as taut as possible. I'm gonna block this with some logs as opposed to grass. I'll get some more on there in a minute. Oh yeah, buddy. Looking like home. Hey, Scout, looking like home. All right, we gotta get a door made. Might be some issues. Okay, this is the last garbage bag that I'm using for myself. The next one is for Scout. So, I'm gonna have to just kind of get it up there like that and have it flap open so I can crawl in and out of the bottom. I will lose some heat though. Yeah, I will lose some heat for sure. Maybe I can, oh, you know what? I can stack some logs and stuff on the spot where it's going to be open. Maybe on the, oh, that's what I'll do. I'll stack 2 big logs going this way on the bottom, and then I can even pin the garbage bag in between them. There I am. There. Hello. Hello. No. Maybe if I break that one in 2, or this one looks easier to break. Break that one in 2 pieces. Watch out, big guy. Move. Oh my goodness. Go lay down, buddy. Watch out. Move. Perfect. Broken in half. Leave it, bud. That's mine. Scout still hasn't eaten one bite of his kibble. Son of a gun. Okay. Maybe that's gonna help. Almost. But much better anyway. Get this tied up here. I'm still on my first roll of twine. That twine was a good purchase too. They had that poly twine that I've used before, but my experience with it, it just breaks super easily, and then you don't have it for any other applications. Like I can use this twine for fire making and for other stuff. Maybe just for fire making, but anyways, I'm glad I got it. That's the moral of the story. Moral of the story, buy real twine. I'll open it from this way when I want to get in and just tuck it back in behind the grass and the log. But for up here, you see here, yeah, I want to kind of close it off so it's not flapping and not opening, getting all the wind in. What I'm going to do, what I did down here is I used the twist tie from the box of garbage bags. So what I'm going to do is just put a hole probably right here through both. And run a twist tie through both of them. It'd be a quick, easy fix. Twist tie doesn't want to go through the garbage bag too easy. There we go. Just rip it, Joe. Just rip her, bud. Alright. Nice. Look at that. Castle of garbage. Ooh. Okay, let's give it a test run. Sorry, Scout, I didn't mean to startle you. Let's give it a test run with everything all the way it's going to be for tonight. Back up, big guy. You're not sleeping in there. You're sleeping out here. God, I had these garbage bags full of leaves in here for my blanket. So this door is not very good. I'm going to lose a lot of heat underneath here in this gap. But maybe I can make like a hay or a grass door that I thatch together or something just to put on here as a plug. But other than that, I got tons of room. I'm anticipating pretty comfortable night's sleep. It's not gonna be fun crawling out there 3-4 times tonight to pee, but no beers, so maybe that'll cut that down too. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about Scout's bed right now. I'm going to make firewood. I'm gonna collect firewood. Just looking at this and my area, my situation, I feel like I need to move some of the leaves away, some more of the leaves out on this side, because really, like, I'm gonna be sleeping on this half of the lean-to, the super shelter, not down at the bottom, and there's a lot more room there. So I do want to take a bigger step away than normal to have the fire, because the sheeting, the plastic sheeting, is so thin. So I'm gonna take a huge step, and maybe even then some, and then I'll start it here. So yeah, I definitely need to move these leaves. These are all in the way here. I gotta move them quite a few feet back past it. Movement. What are you doing back there? Alright, firewood duty. There's going to be lots of wet wood that's right on the ground, so I need to find some good dry wood first to get a good base going. Watch out, Scooter. So this stuff, you can see, it's pretty gray looking, and I'm sure it's nice and dry. This is only cottonwood, so it's not big, dense stuff, but it's a good start. And there's, as you can see, quite a bit of it. You want to carry this? You think you're strong enough? Go ahead. Good boy, take it. Go back to camp. Bring it to camp. Go. You're just walking in circles, homie. Just walking in circles. So this is all stuff that's fallen off of the trees, all limbs that's fallen off of the big cottonwoods in here. Makes for great wood. Just doesn't last as long as oak or maple and stuff like that. But she's solid though. She's solid, bud. Oh yeah. Where's your stick? Go get your stick, man. Go. Go get your stick and come. Where's your stick? Get it. Bring your stick. Come on, man. You're slacking. Come. Get your stick. Bring your stick. Oh, you son of a gun. You're not holding your own weight. I'm going to get that stick. I'm going to get it. That's mine now. Drop it. No? Now bring it back, man. Come on. Good dog. Teamwork. Drop it. Leave it. Just leave it. Good boy. Getting there. We're getting there. It's getting to be that golden hour. Nice sunset. Nice sun coming through the trees, I mean. My voice seems to be getting worse. I gotta stay layered up. I can't take off any like hat or coat anymore or anything like that. I probably will end up sleeping in everything I brought. I didn't bring any change of socks or anything, so I'm gonna have to dry those out by the fire tonight before bed, obviously. I'm gonna try to stack my wood near the head of my shelter. That way when I have to get out multiple times during the night to get it, I don't have to walk around to that side or whatever to get the wood to put it on. So I'll stack it all here. Come on, kibble. Yummy kibble. No, not yet. Maybe later on. I still have to gather more, but let's get it all properly stacked and sorted and see just what I do need. Oh, that doesn't help that Scout's stealing my wood as I'm doing this. Remember that whole counterproductive raking the leaves story? Sorry, bud. Okay, those are mine. Leave them. I'm so hungry. I cannot wait to eat that beef barley soup. So, true story. I've been eating that. The brand is Primo beef barley soup. I've been eating it my whole life. My mom got me hooked on it when I was young. Got me hooked on it. Fed it to me when I was young and I liked it. And yeah, so I've been eating it for my whole life. Recently I couldn't find it at the grocery store anymore. The grocery store I go to only had Campbell's. And it's been that way for months now. So I go to the Buck store with the wife and the kid, buying things for this trip, for this video, and I see on the shelf like 2 shelves full of this Primo beef barley soup. So I was stoked, to say the least. And now I bought a bunch of them, kept a bunch at home, and able to eat something that I really enjoy out here from the dollar store, which is, if you would have told me that, I would have not believed you, I guess, would have been the thing, right? Earlier when I was rationing out my garbage bags, I never thought of using the one that I used as like a backpack to bring everything in. So I can definitely use that one. I just need one to bring everything out tomorrow. And the 2 that I'm laying on or whatever, they're totally fine. So I can use that if it gets holes in it. So I'm going to fill this up with leaves and use this as my door. Just make it the same size as the ones I'm using for blankets, I think. Here, Scout. On your bed. Up on it. Good boy. Up, up, up. No, right here. Good boy. Right here. That's your bed. Get up. Yeah, eh? Well, maybe you'll lay your head on it like a pillow. Maybe you'll lay your head on it like a pillow. Put your head down there. No? Alright. Well, it's there if you want it, big guy. Super glad I saved one for him. Not a hot commodity or nothing. Look at his face. How can you stay mad at the Scoots? Oh, there you go, big guy. It's all worth it now. You can't plan that kind of stuff, you know? Can't plan that kind of stuff. Alright, camp is looking pretty solid. Dog included. Sun's almost gone. Well, it's almost down. We got what? Oh, let's see. About an hour tops. Good boy. I obviously have cell reception, and it's kind of, it's kind of whatever when I'm out here. To be honest with you, I like it and I don't like it at the same time. It's getting to be more and more where I'm having cell reception a lot of the places I go. Anyways, not on canoe trips and stuff like that, but a lot of like the fall tripping stuff I do. Anyways, I was thinking tonight I would like some tea to drink, and I was like, oh, I know where some sassafras trees are, I can go grab some roots. But then I thought that bergamot that I grabbed earlier might be a good tea, so I looked up on my phone just to make sure, because you don't want to be silly out here and drink something that's going to mess you up or eat something wild that's going to mess you up. So bergamot is actually, it's called bergamot, wild bergamot, or bee balm, and it is edible. You can drink it. It's part of the mint family, and it has stuff in it that attacks bad proteins that can lead to heart attacks. So, hey, that's better than nothing, right? Anyways, smells really nice. I'm hoping it will help me with my throat. Yeah, looking forward to that tonight. That's a good amount, I think. I think that's enough. I don't think I've really ever made too much bergamot tea. Maybe once before, but long enough where I forgot that if it was even able to be drank. Yeah, I'm losing it. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry right now. What do you think about the clean shaven? I'm not really a fan at all. My wife says it's okay. I don't know. That's why I had to get this cut, because I had this big old moppy, mullety mess on top, and clean shaven down below. It looked redonkulous. I got this new Patagonia hood beanie. I like it pretty good. It's nice and warm. Try and keep this one on. I usually lose my beanies. I've only ever been able to keep one, and it's that black one that I've had since way before Alone, but I brought it on Alone with me. Is it dark yet? Can I light my fire? I got a bunch more wood. I probably do have to get some more. I probably will do that right now. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of wood collection. Anyways, like I was saying, I do like having cell service out here, and I don't at the same time. I think you can understand that. You need little stuff too. Nice and dry. There's some good oak right here too. This will be decent to start with. What else? I still need a ton big stuff, but a ton of big stuff. But, well, I see this. Let me grab it. Watch out, big guy. Yeah, it's soaking wet. That's what I mean. A lot of it's going to be no good on the ground. Scout. I'll bring this over. Move Scout's nice bed out of the way. Hopefully he uses that. I went around and gathered a bunch of these really great for fire, for kindling oak twigs that are hanging down off the trees. I kind of alluded earlier to who I learned that sheath from, that bark sheath, Terry Barney, who is Iowa woodsman, and also is Turley, who's a knife maker from Missouri. I learned a lot of my stuff from Terry. Terry, Iowa woodsman, is my mentor. He's the biggest mentor I've ever had. Learned a lot of improvisational skills from him, like this kind of stuff, using natural materials plus like man-made materials or things you find, stuff like that. It was a big part of the lesson plan that myself and a bunch of other people did, called Bushcraft, which was a free online thing over at Bushcraft USA. And I've talked about this previous years, but he's a really good dude. Him and Iz both. I really like both those guys still. Iz had a live chat, so check both those guys' social medias out. Iz Turley, the knife maker, would be Instagram, would be under Turley Knives, or I believe. And then he has an old YouTube account, but he doesn't upload anything to it anymore. But Terry, Iowa Woodsman, he's starting to put out videos again on YouTube. So on YouTube, he is IA Woodsman, Iowa Woodsman. Scout, go lay down, please. Go on. And on Instagram, it's the same thing, IA Woodsman. Check both those guys out. But Iz, the other day, did a live stream on Instagram, and both myself, Terry, and a couple other guys from the old days were on there, and it was a riot, man. Just busting chops left and right. So anyways, if you want to learn heavy skilled kind of outdoor stuff, go check out Terry Barney, Iowa Woodsman, on any kind of social media. You won't be disappointed, I promise you that. Dude's humble too. Ooh, she's wet, that one. Okay. Good amount of kindling here. I don't need to really make any shavings, I don't think. I'm going to go around and get really, really fine. Oh, you know what? I'm going to grab some grass too. Some dense, dry grass and some really fine twigs. And that'll be my my first stage of kindling. You want your food now? Here. Come on. I don't need to make shavings, but I feel like let's figure out if this knife can make shavings, right? Why not? Let's go. Go on, buddy. Please. This is just not for you. Over there. Oh, snap. Those bad boys. Oh, yeah. Nice and choppy. Bam. Take a few of those bad boys. Yeah. I've got 2 pieces of aspen. This one I found. I used it before. Cut off a piece of it. But anyways, this one I went and broke down. This is going to be my start to my long fire. It's small right now. I just want to build it up. So I'm going to line it with sticks as well on the inside. That way the fire has something to grow on top of, and the wet, damp ground is not going to hinder it in growing. Just, it doesn't have to be like solid or anything, just to get it off the ground, right? So that's pretty good there. Put that on there too, actually. So I'll start my fire right here. It'll grow this way along the bottom, reaching these logs, these sticks, and then it'll grow the same way, reaching these. And it'll grow up with the fuel that I place on top of it after it starts, creating the long fire. And I'll be able to, hopefully, if it hasn't burned down too much, either set my bowl right here to cook my food, or if not, I'll just add bigger pieces on top and set it there. And yeah, long fire is great for cooking, for warmth. It's just a good all-around fire, you know? Fire. It's just a good all-around fire. I grabbed this to check out my match situation. Excuse me, Scout. This is matches. And I have a lot more than I had thought. So I got a lot of matches, 40 of them in each. And I only need the one, you know? Only need the one. Maybe I'll build up a little match cabin, light that on fire when I light the fire. You know, just for something to do. It's just past 5. The sun's going down. It's getting dark, and I cannot wait for food any longer. So I'm gonna get this fire going now. All right, gonna light my fire now. I got some really like fine grass to start off with, like a little tinder bundle. Use a match. And I got some thicker grass and some twigs. Put on it right away. These matches are actually pretty decent. Being like $1 million for $1. 1 million. Well, that sucked. I was doing the whole fire starting thing. I look up and my camera says card full. So, yeah, that sucks. It's like a 64 gig card. There's no way it's full. It has to have been. I left something on it from before or something. My camera's weird. Whenever I push play on it to look if there's anything on the memory card, if I have taken the memory card out and put it back in, it shows nothing. So I should have formatted, but then I lose stuff I would have wanted and all sorts of stuff. Anyways, this is my secondary SD card. It's in there now, my 32 gig. Fire's going good. I had to struggle with it quite a bit because it happened at the card happened as the fire was going, so it almost went out and all sorts of fun stuff. Anyways, time has passed. Fire is good. Camera is good. I'm hungry. Soup's on. I rinsed out this bowl before I did it. It's wanted another drink, so we got another drink. Rinsed it out pretty good. Look at this. Look how fancy this is gonna be. Bam! No can opener needed. Comes off nice and good, nice and clean. Don't need to add any water to it, and it fits perfectly in the bowl. All is well. So, I'm gonna set this next to it and slow cook it at first. Oh man, spoon. I gotta carve out a little eat and stick spoon thing. It has to be a spoon. This is soup. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna put this on here next to the fire. Slow cook it while I carve a spoon up. I'll probably use cottonwood bark if I can find another good piece of it. Yeah, this whole match thing isn't working either. I need to get it out of my way. So there, that's happening now. Anticlimactic Joe. Anticlimactic Joe. Soup will go here for now. Nice and sturdy. I cannot spill my only little bit of food. I will not be a happy camper. Pun intended. Start building it up as long as I can. Put these branches, these logs down going this way lengthwise. The fire will travel down them. See, the fire's already traveling this way too. It was nowhere near the bowl when we first started. Bam! Well, I've confiscated Scout's bed until it's bedtime. He's not laying on it anyway, so I don't think he minds. I was able to get 2 pieces of cottonwood bark that are suitable for a spoon. I'm saying spoon loosely. I'm using the term spoon loosely. It'll be an eating device regardless. So yeah, I just want to make sure I have enough room on it. I think this is a good spoon part down here, nice and thick, and I don't need it any longer than that. So again, I'm going to score it a couple times and try to break it off. That worked well for the beginning of my sheath last time. Perfect. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't really want to. See, I just messed it up. I broke it off super thin. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. Anyways, I'll just carve it off. No worries. I want to get all the bark, or not the bark, it is all bark, but the outer layers all off on both sides, on the outer side and the inner side. It was kind of slimy and like danky over there. You know, it's on the side of a dead tree, right? But as long as you shave all that stuff off, all that outer layers, should be totally fine. Ooh, the soup's starting to sizzle. She's a sizzling soup. Let me get this spoon made, man. ASAP. ASAP Ferg. Plain Jane. So without a crooked knife or a spoon knife, I'm just going to gouge in and slowly widen it. I'll bring the camera closer when I do that part of it. What do you guys think about this video so far? This challenge. I like to see other people do it. Definitely not my challenge, not my idea. But it's kind of cool. I'm having a lecture. This, in all honesty, this is the most fun I've had on a camp out, especially around my house in a while. The last one was cool. I didn't like to leave, so I didn't like leaving early, but okay. I gotta stir that soup. Stir my soup. She's going good, man. This might almost be done, actually. It's thickening up pretty good. Yeah, definitely not almost done. I just tried some off the spoon and it was colder than cold. You know, ice cold. All right. Most of the times when you hear me do weird things like that, it's not just me making things up. It's lyrics to rap songs, which probably doesn't make it any better for a lot of you. Okay. Here we go. I know it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see for me as well. It's done. It's hard to see in this light, but it's more of like a scoop. You see that? Where are we? Nope, you can't. More of like a scoop anyway. So, scoop, like a scooping motion, you know? I'm over here trying to be funny. And my soup is done. She's boiling. Okay, that's hot, even on this side, so I'm just gonna pull it away and let it sit for a minute. Okie dokie. Moment of truth. Oh man. Doesn't taste like the dollar store at all. My spoon sucks. It's okay though. I'll drink it if I have to. Oh, it feels so good on my stomach, man. I was so hungry. Oh, this is what I was waiting for, man. This fire's warming me quite a bit. The soup is from the inside too. Oh, I just spit a piece of potato out at me. Ah, a spark landed in my soup. Oh well. Oh man. Oh, I never thought I'd be so happy for soup. Oh. Okay, that's probably all the slurping and sniffling you can handle. I'm gonna eat this. I'll get back with you after. Well, that was delicious. I gave Scout the last couple tablespoons full, maybe. He was very appreciative of it. And then I tried to feed him some kibble, and he still wouldn't eat it. I thought maybe he was, get his appetite going, but no go. So that's all right. We'll keep it here if he wants it. He knows where it is. Oh man, this fire is warm. This fire is very, very warm. This is gonna be good. I was putting my hand on the super shelter, on the plastic itself, and it's way warmer than anything else. Like if I put my hand down at the end where the fire isn't hitting, or where the heat's not hitting, it's way colder. So it is doing something already, and it's really nothing. Like I gotta throw some big logs on there right now. It's kind of died down. Let me show you. So yeah, you can still see fire, but it's very small. I mean, it's just very small logs. So let's grab a few big long logs, set them on there, and relax for a bit. Just kind of sit by the fire. I think that this outer piece, the one that I'm using it to kind of hold it in, yeah, exactly. That's done. So that can go on the top, and I'll get a new piece for the barrier. That'll go good. That will go good. Ah, piss. That's not good. Watch where you're going, folks. Here's one of my my oak pieces. This is that curved piece that I broke off the long piece I'm using right now for my my shelter. Yeah, pretty wet, and it's solid oak, so that'll be a good barrier log. Very nice. Just been laying here petting the scout. It's been a while since I talked to you. It's 9 o'clock now. Fire's dying down again. Fed it a few times. I think what I'm going to do is throw a bunch of wood on right now and head into bed and try to start sleeping now. I imagine I'll be up all night anyways, stoking the fire, so start getting some sleep right off the hop. And yeah, I'll get with you in the middle of the night when I'm stoking the fire, I'm sure. Excuse me. Alright, let's throw some wood in this thing and crawl in this in this cocoon and see how she works out. Got another front piece here, a big one. Hold it in place. Gonna pile her right on, so hopefully I get a few hours before I have to get up. Fair scout. I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing, but I'm tying my dog up. Around, come. Tying him up. Obviously there's no fire over here, there's no light, like I was talking about earlier, for the heat for him. Come here, big guy. Come, on. Good boy. Oh, be right back. Bear with me. I need 2 hands to do this. 2 hands. Alright. Oh, dude. She's warm. Warm to the touch. Nice. You see it? Yeah, you can see it through there, right? Very cool. Okay, I'm going to start off in bed with all my clothes on, just laying on top, and see where we go from there. I'll talk to you in a couple hours. My fire's out. I'm sleeping for a few hours. I don't really know what time it is. I gotta light the fire back up. See a few embers out there. Look at my watch next to the fire. I think it's been a few hours. I just threw a bunch of my wood on. I don't got too much left. Maybe enough for one more stoking. I stripped down my clothes earlier, but I got chilled now. I'm back all on. I'll get with you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's 6:30 now. Oh man, that was a long night. I slept till 1. I think that was the last time I talked to you guys. 1 in the morning. And then I slept again probably till 3-ish. Threw the rest of the wood on the fire. And then I got up about a half an hour ago at 6. Scrounged some wood around or whatever, threw it back on, made the long fire back up. I never ended up making that tea last night, so I think I'm going to make some right now while I'm waiting for the sun to come up. I don't think it comes up till about 7:30, so yeah, I got about an hour or so before the sun's up. No breakfast, obviously, because I didn't I didn't have any breakfast to buy, any money to buy breakfast. I was comfortable. I was nice and comfortable on the grass, that's for sure. It wasn't like painful or no sore spots or anything like that. But I went to bed at first. Remember I told you guys I left all my stuff on. I stayed so warm. I got sweaty. And I had to take like a lot of it off. But then again, as it goes, I freaking got chilly, put it all on, bundled up, warmed up again, and then I just couldn't stay warm after waking up. So yeah, I don't know, man. I probably got 5-6 hours of sleep. So it's not so bad, really. I got 4 hours at the first stretch, so that's better than I was expecting. So yes, all is well. Let's make up that bergamot tea. There it is. There it is. I got my bowl up here. Super hot. Starting to get some light in the sky over there. Well, this is a pretty fun challenge. Like I said, I had hummed and hawed about it for about a year. I wanted to do it. I just didn't know if it would suit my channel or whatnot. Some people were saying it was kind of gimmicky and stuff, which maybe it is, but I don't know, man. It's a pretty cool challenge, pretty cool exercise. So if you are going to plan on doing this, make sure you have an exit plan. Make sure somebody knows where you are. If you're not, if it's cold weather like this, like you do have to be prepared, man. Like if I didn't have this grass and this super those grass blankets worked amazing. It was fantastic. They just kind of laid on top of me, kept all my heat in. I didn't need them right off the hop with the fire, but when I was cold and I put all my clothes back on and everything, it was great. It worked phenomenally. And if I had one more, or if they were longer, it would work better because I had a gap. But no worries. Just go look at this dog. He is on point, man. Just can't really see him. I don't know how much he slept last night. But anyways, if you're going to try this out, just make sure that you have safety measures in place. Yep, pretty pleased with it. I'm going to tear it all down as soon as the light comes up and get out of here because I'm starving. As soon as I drink this tea, I'm sure I'm going to be even hungrier. But yeah, we still got about, I don't know, an hour before the light comes up fully. What do you see, buddy? What do you see? I'm going to upload this on Friday. I like uploading on Friday. It seems like my subscribers are waiting for it now. Friday nights at around 6:37-ish. Eastern time, too, because that's different all over the world. Hey, buddy. I don't know how much he slept. I don't know. Whenever I looked at him, he wasn't laying on his bed. He did not make good use of that. I'm sitting on it right now. Good boy. You guys hear that constant honking? It was like all night. I really need to move. Really need to move. That way I don't have to drive so far to do overnighters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't mind traveling, and it's fine, and I will continue to do it. But it's just easier. It'd be so much easier if I could just go to the woods around my house and it was actual wilderness, not just like little bush lots. But I'm not complaining. I'll take what I can get. I takes what I gets. Okay, let's check on this water. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna stir it around a little bit in there, mush them up, and I'll let it steep. I left it in a clump so I could grab it out really easy. I'll let it steep for a few minutes. Oh, we got a plane now. Plane joining us. Smells fragrant, very fragrant. It's like a floral minty, definitely undertone of mint. Which bergamot is a mint. A mint. It's a mint. Yes. A little leaf litter in there. Little leaf litter. Oh man. I got a new snow trekker tent, a smaller one than I originally had. The one I was using last year was a Atuk Kanguk, and it was a pyramid. This one's not a pyramid at all. You don't cut your pole, you bring the poles with you. It's like an A-frame, so you don't lose that space in the middle where the pole and the stove go, because in this new one, there's no pole, like I said, frame, and then the stove goes in the corner. I'll probably fit 3 guys in there. 2 guys and a dog, me and Scout. So it's about, me and Scout fit perfectly in it. It's 30 pounds total, so the tent and the stove together are 30 pounds, and it's relatively small. I can fit the tent into a large stuff sack. Probably a bit this big, like that, round. So I hope to get a camp in before the snow with it. It'd be nice to go on like a canoe trip and just set up near the water somewhere with that before the lakes freeze over. I'd like to do that, but if that doesn't happen, once there is snow, I'll be using it a lot. I'll probably take Scout. He was limping a lot this morning, but he hasn't been out for a little bit too, so maybe you just got to get used to it again. But I'll take Scout out for sure this winter, go with a couple buddies. I'm going to do some ice fishing this winter for sure. Ice fishing for trout, hopefully. But perch, whatever, it'll be fun too. The plans never stop. I got to go, keep doing these trips. Which is awesome. Like again, like I've said before, man, the seasons change and the activities change, right? The methods of doing things change, so it kind of doesn't get too stale, which is awesome. It's a helpful for me. Cheers with a bowl. So what did I learn from this lesson, this exercise? Plastic sheeting is good, whether it be the bags. The bags are the best, I think, because I use them for many different purposes, and I had so many of them. They came into play big time. The plastic sheeting also is huge. The knife, in all honesty, I could have probably got away without using the knife. I had my gloves. It's a little bit more effort, but you can kind of twist the grass and yank, and it comes up. I really didn't use it for anything else. I made some shavings that weren't necessary. Just go, calm down, buddy. He's just on point. What else? Yeah, using just the plastic, just the stuff from the dollar store, I would have had a rougher night, but incorporating natural materials was the key, big time, and that's what you should try to do. What I would suggest anyone try to do always, if they have the option. All about being rounded, you know? All well-rounded. Yeah, good times. Oh, and the matches. I'm in a spot where I could have done a bow drill. You know what I mean? I needed one match, and I have, what, hundreds? It's kind of waste as well. Kind of a waste. A light would have come in handy for filming more so than anything else. I really didn't need to get up and go walk around or do anything like that. It would have been nice to read a book, because last night laying here with Scout, we just laid here, literally, like, just pet him for hours before I went to bed, which is okay. A book would have been nice, and then with the book, you need the flashlight. But yep, these are my thoughts, not yours. Alrighty, it's that time. I'm going to tear this bad boy down. This fire's still going a little bit in the middle. I've took all the doggies, all the burnt ends, and shoved them in the middle. Lots of times, actually. Now this is just the rest burning up. So I still have maybe down to there of the water, third of the water left. So I'm going to try to save it. I'll take a sip or two before I go, and I'm going to douse the fire. I'll let it burn all out. It'll be all coals before I try to leave, but I'll douse it really good. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm not one of these people who doesn't eat breakfast. I'm all about the breakfast. Breaking that fast. I need some food. Okay. So I gotta wrap all this garbage up. Luckily I have a few garbage bags. Imagine that. I'm gonna try and make everything as small as possible. Get all the air out. That one support log I'm gonna leave standing because it was here when I got here. I didn't put it up, as you saw. So I'm gonna leave it where it is. Everything's squared away, fire's out, shelter's dismantled, and I am on my way home to edit a video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really did. I had a really fun time. This is, like I was saying, one of the funner ones. Really cool. So I'm gonna hike my butt out of here right now. I'm already warm, so I don't need my hat. Thanks for joining. Hope you join in on the next one. I'll see you soon. Say bye, Scooter. Bye, Scooter. Oh, I haven't said this in a long time. Subscribe to me. If you don't have your notifications on, you don't get a notification. A lot of people don't get my notifications. Follow me on Instagram. Lots of cool pictures. Peace.